Hello. I'm going to give a quick explanation about portal fees and funding fees, or just fees in general and costs in general for Title III of the Job Act, equity crowdfunding, and debt crowdfunding issuances. So we're going to start with the Securities and Exchange Commission, Title III of the Jumpstart Our Business Act, and through some amazingness, we're going to talk about Form C first by going click. So we're on page 126, Form C and filing requirements. So basically, a Form C has to be filed 21 days before the issuer, and the issuer is the entrepreneur, starts accepting money. You can find all this wonderfulness about Form C here, starting on page 127. Your Form C is going to vary, clicking over here, in cost, because right here on the top of the screen, you'll see where this is the actual Form C from the SEC. And so the Form C, it's going to cost you, the fees vary because it says it might take 48.969 hours to complete right here, and lawyers complete this form, so they're going to charge you to complete this form. So that's one of the number one drivers behind cost for Title III equity crowdfunding, because if a lawyer's even only charging you $200 an hour, they're going to basically charge you $10,000 to complete just this one form. That's number one. And through this magic, let's skip down to page 400. I'm sorry. I'm on the wrong screen. Now let's go to 400. Bear with me. Should have already done that. So we're skipping a bunch of rules. There's 685 pages of this, but you don't have to do all the pages. Oh, here we are. We're actually at page 400. So let's go back a couple. So page 400, issuer costs. Sorry it took so long to get to. And this just breaks down what are the issuer costs in addition to the Form C. And they have some right here that you can go through in detail to talk about some of the issuer cost. But before we go too much, you can actually cheat by coming to page 410, and it gives you a great breakdown. So that Form C we were talking about earlier, if you want to raise less than $100,000, it's $2,500. If you want to raise more than $50,000, over here, it'll cost you between $5,000 and $20,000. Don't forget, you have annual reporting requirements. Again, it means every year you have to report out to your investors what's up with your business. So this starts on page 410 and carries on, so you can find some additional information about issuer costs. Now we're going to jump around one more time to page 545, where it actually talks about platform cost. If you want to be an estimate cost for intermediaries, that registered broker-dealers. When they say intermediaries, they mean between the issuer, who's the entrepreneur, and the investor, who's just the retail investor. And the platform is the intermediary, because it is the middle person between the issuer, who's the entrepreneur, and the investor. So if you're a broker-dealer, it costs a little bit of money to set up your operations. Then it costs you about $50,000 a year. Again, this is on page 445, and you can read all of these great things. If you want to be a funding portal, here's how much it costs, right? It costs you about $100,000 just for your membership to the Securities Association. What a racket that is. So it costs you about $500,000 just to get up and running. You're going to spend about $425,000 on platform fees, and then another $85,000 to maintain it. So you can go out and people say, hey, we'll white label you a platform. It only costs you $30,000. And I say, good luck with that. So that's that. I think that's all we wanted to talk about. Oh, hold on. You had a question about FINRA and Title III crowdfunding intermediaries that I registered. You can go to for FINRA about funding portals that we regulate. And then you can actually see the whole list. Right now, there's probably 19 or 20 regulated. WeFunder is killing it. They're doing really good in the well, you are now leaving that. WeFunder is doing really good in the Title III space. They're probably the #1 Title III equity crowdfunding platform at the time. They're one of our competitors, but we love what they do, so we're going to give them a shout out. And you might have heard that. That was Maureen there in the background laughing. If you want to learn more about Title III and the equity crowdfunding space in general, come visit Crowdfund Insider. They do great reports, great offerings, lots of statistics. I highly recommend them. They're just like a great data analytics for crowdfunding. And so that's about it for the moment. Again, Title III of the Jobs Act passed May 16th of 2016. And you can find this at this link. I'll shoot you a copy of this link because this is actually shared up on my shared drive, or rather my folder. And if you have any questions, shoot me an email.